If y'all want better kicks, some stronger kicks, better overall athletic ability, you have to have a mobility routine. I work mobility about twice a week. Everything really is mobility that I do, but I do a specific day for just mobility, which is going to be today, and I will show you my routine. Okay, so first, just to warm up, we're gonna do, I honestly don't know what they're called, but I think it's called 90s, I think it's what it's called. But yeah, it's just a real easy thing to open up your hips, so let's get into it. Okay, so now we're gonna do the same thing, but when we come to one side, then we're gonna come up and push our hips through. This does a good job, just activates more of the muscles like the glutes and the abductors. And then of course you're stretching out other muscles like the sartorius muscle, which is like kind of runs down this way. Yeah, we'll do a few of those. Okay, so now we're a little bit warmed up, so we're gonna increase the difficulty. We're gonna do the exact same movement, but take the hands away. It'll be much harder, and I will have to engage my core more, and the core and the hip flexors work together really well. So this exercise is perfect. So. Okay, so now my hips feel a little bit warmed up. They're firing a little bit better. So now we're gonna work some of the abductors here. So we're gonna get in the same exact position basically that we were in, which would be like this. And now I'm going to lift my left or my right foot off of the ground, just like that. Doesn't do much, but if you feel your hip here, you can feel it engage like a bunch. So, and that's what we want. We don't want to engage the muscles that, we don't typically engage as much. And that'll give us a stronger range of motion. The next exercise we're going to do is called the runner's lunge. So basically step out like this, and you're gonna lunge forward, and you're gonna feel a good stretch on your hip flexor. And the deeper you go, the more stretch you'll feel, and you can also feel a stretch on your hamstring / glute of the leg that's forward. But the point of this isn't just to do a passive stretch, it's to engage those muscles I just mentioned to pull yourself back up. Okay, so see, go in and then you engage and come up, right? So the reason I'm doing this is because when you're kicking or doing some type of like jiu-jitsu or any combat sport, passive stretching, really having passive flexibility, I guess isn't a bad thing. Like, it helps kind of, but you want your muscles to be strong when they're hyper stretched, right? So if you don't have any strength, you might be, like for a kick, for example, a roundhouse kick, you might be able to get your foot up there, but once it passes a certain point, you're going to lose all your strength, and you're just going to your foot's going to be like floating up there. Like, you're going to be like, boom. And then you're just going to carry the momentum up to hit the head kick. So instead of that, you want to have your power go all the way through the kick. So yeah, that's why we're trying to do like a exercise stretch, like a weighted stretch. It's just weighted with my body weight, obviously, right now. But you can use kettlebells and whatever you want. But yeah, for this one, we want to do, because it is pretty low range of motion compared to everything else we're doing. So you can do a bunch of these, and you'll start to feel it after a while. But like today, I'm just gonna do like 2 sets of 20. Because for one, I have a jiu-jitsu tournament on Saturday, so I don't want to do anything too intense, because then I'll be sore for my tournament. I've been going a lot lighter on my routine because of the tournament, but I'm still doing everything that I would normally do, but just the intensity's way down, so that way I don't break the good habits I've made I keep the same habits. Like I go to the gym, I go to jujitsu, I study, blah blah blah. I do my exercises, but I'm doing it really low intensity, so then I don't get hurt. Okay, the next exercise is going to be another hip one. You'll notice I'm doing a bunch of hip stuff because that's really where I'm probably the least mobile, is in my hips, and that's the most important muscle group for throwing high kicks, or any kick for that matter. You need to have hip mobility, so definitely focusing a lot on hips. I mean, yes, we can do ankle stuff and upper body stuff, which I will touch on, but for right now we're doing mostly hip stuff. This exercise, I have no idea what it's actually called. Basically, you just lay down and you just bring your knee up as high as you can and bring it back down. It's actually super hard. If it looks easy, trust me, it's not. Whew, okay. That was not easy. Okay, I know my room is super messy and disgusting, but I just really don't have time to clean it. I really don't. Like, if you think I do, I actually don't, because I have to study, do my homework, go to class, go to work out, make these videos, edit the videos, plan the videos. Like, I'm literally working 100% of the day when I'm alive. If I'm alive, I'm working. Which sounds terrible, but it's actually been amazing so far, and I completely have a different look. I look at everything completely differently now. It's really like opening my mind to the possibilities. Like, what can I not do if I give it my all every day? I mean, there's literally nothing I can't do. But anyway, enough of the motivational speeches. Let's get on with the routine. Okay, so this is probably my favorite mobility exercise because I've noticed a direct correlation between however good I got on this, my kicks improved that much. So at the beginning, I could literally barely do this for I could literally not even do the exercise basically. And now I can do it decently well, and my kicks have gotten a lot better. Take notes and do this exercise. Whew, okay, we're gonna work on spinal and core stability, flexibility, strength, basically, which is just like a few different types of rolls, basically. So now that I'm dizzy, I don't know where the camera is. We're gonna do basically something called a bridge. I'm terrible at it, so I need to practice. I'm super weak in that position, so definitely want to do that. So whew, okay, so as you can see, I'm absolutely terrible at that. I'm gonna try to do that more often. Yeah, guys, you gotta have a mobility routine, especially if you want to train as much as I do. I mean, I'm training sometimes like twice a day, every day of the week. I mean, which sounds like a lot, which it is, but some of it's like mobility, some of it's running, some of it, so I take breaks on the things that require rest. I'll do that like once in the beginning, once in the later part of the week. So and I haven't gotten injured real bad. I hurt my elbow in jiu-jitsu, but that was really no one's fault, or like necessarily because I was overtraining. It was just like a weird thing that happened, which was kind of my fault, honestly, because I was trying to choke this guy out and I did not have the choke, and I was just like, I just like overworked my muscles. So yeah, I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna change up my split a little bit to incorporate more weightlifting, because I kind of stopped doing weightlifting, and I know biggest strength in jiu-jitsu is because I'm just strong as hell. I'm definitely going to do weightlifting specifically for jiu-jitsu, so I'll do, you know, like some curls I can see being really useful, and some pulling movements for jiu-jitsu, because, you know, you're always grabbing them and pulling them, flipping them over. So a lot of pulling stuff. Yes, you can do pushing, but in jiu-jitsu, you know, you're never really supposed to push with your hands. So get a mobility routine, guys. This is what people don't really often see. This is the boring work. This is the work no one really likes to do. You have to have one of these, or else your muscles are going to be just tight as hell, and you're going to be more prone to injury. So coming up on the channel, I'm going to start posting 2 long form videos a week. One video where I'm just like talking, I'm at my desk or I'm outside of the park and I'm just talking to you guys about something. And then one will be like this, where it's like more of an activity and I'm kind of walking you through it, teaching you what to do, what I do while I'm doing it, blah, blah, blah. So this week it just happened to be mobility. Next week it might be like a kicking video on the heavy bag or a flipping video or something. Stay tuned for that. I'm gonna try to get 2 long form videos out a week. Hopefully they'll get better as I go, because I only have like about 3 or 4 long form videos. So they're not very good necessarily, but they're gonna get better. I'm still going to post 2 shorts a day. Definitely check those out. Those are a little bit more entertaining, I would think. Yeah, a lot of fitness content, a lot of mindset, and trying to become the best version of yourself, trying to block out all the noise and focus on yourself and do what you want to do, even if, you know, everyone you know and you know, they're all telling you to do something else. You have to do what you want to do. That comes first. So go out there, push yourself as hard as you can, and then the next day push yourself even harder. Get a routine, make good habits, change your life.